Well, what can you even say? Victoria Mboko has set Canada on fire, becoming the youngest Masters 1000 champion in Canadian history, the new Canadian #1 player, an 18-year-old WTA 1000 champion, beating Naomi Osaka and 3 other former major champions en route. Just insane stuff in Montreal from the 18-year-old new superstar on the WTA tour. Welcome to the Slice. Let's break this down. What it means for Victoria Mboko, what it means for the WTA, what it means for Canadian tennis. Break down Naomi Osaka's performance on and off the court. We're going to talk about it all. This is an insane night for tennis, for the future of the sport, and for anyone who's a Canadian tennis fan. So welcome to the Slice. Let's break this down. Ben Shelton also won. That's a secondary story tonight. So let's get into it. Wow. I mean, where do I even start? At the beginning of the Montreal tournament, if you told me Victoria Mboko was going to win the title, I'd tell you, I think that's possible, but very implausible. But she's done it. Victoria Mboko has gone all the way to hold the trophy at the very end. And that's what she looks like as a champion. 18 years old, had been building all year towards getting towards the top of the game, but this is next level. And this is an unexpected win for her. Just craziness. It's really just a Cinderella story, what dreams are made of. We'll get into the stats here in a sec, but these are just the nights where tennis is undefeated, where a player like Victoria Mboko, who has the obvious raw talent to do this, does it ahead of her time, maybe, and just captures the whole sport in an uproar of just going, this is amazing. Look at this woman. I mean, absolutely nuts. We'll get into the stats. Well, let's just do it right now. She's the second youngest player to ever beat. This is a crazy stat. She's the second youngest player to ever beat 4 major champions on the way to a title. The only younger player to do it, Serena Williams. I forget which tournament, but it was in 1998 or something. So she's just an incredibly rare air. She's an 18-year-old. She just won the National Bank Open. Bianca Andreescu, which is the closest, obviously, comparison, won the National Bank Open back in 2019 as an 18-year-old. She also, I believe Victoria was a wild card into the main draw here, although I'm not sure why she would have needed it. But anyways, Andreescu was a wild card into Indy Wells. She won that. There's a lot of parallels. Youngest Canadian to ever win a WTA 1000. Her first title. So many stats, so much craziness. But on that note, if you're a Canadian tennis fan and you're here at the Slice for the first time, welcome to the show. If you're a WTA fan and you're here at the Slice for the first time, welcome to the channel. We are Canada's largest independent tennis media, and we are throwing a tennis party in New York in 2 weeks called Canada House. It's the official US Open party of Canadian tennis, but I think we should just change the name of it to the Victoria Mboko celebration party. That's what we're going to be talking about. So if you're in New York or anywhere in the area, get a ticket at the link below for Canada House. The tickets are just there to reserve your spot. We're not making any money on those. You get a free drink with your ticket. So it's essentially a wash, but it's going to be awesome. We're going to have people there who love tennis. We're going to have Canadian tennis fans. We're going to have Canadian tennis personalities. We're going to be doing a live interview with one of them. I don't know who's going to stop by as far as press, coaches, players. Maybe Victoria Mboko will stop by. I don't know the future, but I do know that if you're in New York, you have to stop by and join us at Canada House. Appreciate your support. Get a ticket at the link below now. So what happened tonight? Naomi Osaka versus Victoria Mboko. I mean, Victoria Mboko had, you knew this was a winnable match for her because she had just beaten Rybakina and Coco Gauff and, all the other players she beat. And Naomi Osaka having a great tournament, getting to the final. This is her best result in a long time, I think, since having a child. You're still thinking, or Victoria Mboko is definitely the underdog. But as the match went on, you got to see how mature Victoria Mboko is. And her tennis, she was able to slow down the hot start from Osaka, who got it to a 1-set lead, and then really get into the head of Osaka, where Osaka then kind of went off the rails mentally a bit, and I don't think ever really recovered. She was not clutch. She was out of sorts at some different points with her mentality, I thought, staring at the crowd blankly, giving up on points. It's just craziness. And you see Victoria Mboko fight from down in the match again to come back and win. We talked about this. If you're new here, this is a story. If you've watched many of our videos before, sorry about I'm repeating this, but I was at the Miami Open in March, where Victoria Mboko got a wild card into the main draw there, and she beat Osario, and she took Paula Badosa to 3 sets, a very close match. Paula Badosa told me after the match when I saw her at the hotel, "Oh, Victoria Mboko is amazing. She's going to be top soon." And she was right, obviously. But I don't think she would have predicted this. But the level that Victoria Mboko had there, she had a crushing season to start on the ITF, but she was still ranked around 300 in the world to start this year. Comes through the ITF, won like 27 matches in a row, multiple titles, started getting good wins on the WTA tour, getting her ranking up into the top 100 coming to Montreal, but goes out and wins the tournament in Montreal, sets Canadian tennis on fire. Like, seriously, everyone around the country. We've got the Prime Minister retweeting it, the ex-Prime Minister retweeting it. Everyone is talking about Victoria Mboko in Canada, and for good reason. She's a star. She walks the walk and talks the talk, and she's so likable, so humble, so good. Like, her tennis is so good. Her natural ability and her technique throughout her game is so scalable. Like, she's just getting started, and you can see that she's not redlining in any part of her game to beat these top players. Like, she's making players like Osaka lose her mind on the court. Like, where do you go when you've got an 18-year-old who's still growing, and she's got the power through her forehand? She's got the maturity in her game. She doesn't have to hit the ball harder than the opponent to win. We saw that against Buzaz-Monero. She can win in multiple different ways. She's got an all-court game, and she's got a mentality that can get her over the line. It's just absolutely crazy to see. And she's a superstar, officially. For the WTA, for Canada, she's a superstar. Check this out. Here's a picture of Victoria Mboko's ranking since 2022. The light green is top ranked by year or year-end ranking. Yeah, year-end rank at 2024, 350. Now she's at 24 in the world. These are all the people that she just beat: Buchova, Coco Gauff, Buzaz-Monero, Rybakina, and then Naomi Osaka. Absolutely insane. And now they've got her photo on the WTA website. Look at that. They didn't to start the week. Let's just be honest. The WTA did not have Victoria Mboko's picture on their website to start the week. That's how crazy this win is. I don't know what's crazier, is for the WTA to not have her photo or for her to win Montreal. But just incredible stuff from the 18-year-old who's got this trophy on the WTA tour, does it at home in front of the home crowd. I mean, what more can I say? I'm not even doing her justice at all. She's a star. It's going to be crazy to see her play. I have read that she will not play in Cincinnati, which makes a lot of sense. This is a lot of tennis for that young body. 7 matches. That's the same amount that you have to win a major. So her next tournament is going to be the US Open, and that's going to be crazy to watch. Her go there as a seeded player now. That's when the pressure will change. So pressure is the craziest thing in tennis. Naomi Osaka definitely, I think, would have felt more pressure tonight than Mboko. Even Mboko playing at home, I still think she had nothing to lose. She could lose this match, and everyone's like, amazing tournament. Osaka's won 4 majors. She wants to get back to the top. She does not want to lose this match to an 18-year-old. And yeah, she felt the pressure. You could see it. You could see it. She fell apart in the second set, and the third set, it was incredible to watch. There were so many breaks back and forth in the second set. It honestly wasn't a great level at that point, but Osaka, you could see feeling the pressure and just choked, really, in a lot of ways. And to talk about the afterwards, her speech was pitiful, obviously. Like she let the moment get the best of her there, didn't congratulate Victoria Mboko on the win, didn't really say anything to the fans. Like, it really seemed like, I don't know, it's just first person syndrome, or like main character syndrome big time for her. But I will say, I saw a quote from her after, and she skipped the press conference after, which I hate, to be honest, because all the media members there, they're not making any money compared to what she just made in that loss. I think the least you can do is help them out by giving them some quotes, talking to them. So I do not respect that. But I did see her, she talked to the WTA, someone with a mic, and said she forgot to congratulate Victoria Mboko. So she did acknowledge that, I think, so we can give her some slack there. But yeah, a bit of a tough mental performance from Naomi Osaka in general, I would say. But yeah, that's what I get. So now going to the US Open, Victoria Mboko, will she feel some pressure there as a seeded player? She just won a Masters 1000, so she can kind of do whatever she wants now. Will the pressure be on her? How will she handle it? That'll be the big question. But for now, tonight, for the next few days, for the next week, just enjoy this win. It is incredible. Victoria Mboko, Masters 1000 champion, #1 player in Canada. Just insane. If you're in March, she was relatively unknown in the world of tennis. And again, at the beginning of this tournament, she did not have her photo on the WTA website. And that's crazy. So yeah, that's that. We'll be talking about this one for weeks, and we'll see you at Canada House, which is now just called the Victoria Mboko House in New York City, to party and talk about this. Absolutely crazy. Maybe we'll make some limited edition T-shirts to celebrate it. Absolutely crazy. Victoria Mboko wins in Montreal. I can't believe that's a true statement. And Ben Shelton wins in Toronto. During the Toronto match, they had to stop it because all the Canadian fans started cheering upon the news that Mboko had won, and Ben sitting there literally going, "What's happening?" to the umpire. So that was funny, and there was also some good vibes in that final between him and Karen Khachanov. The electronic line calling system was malfunctioning. There was a couple balls that weren't called out, and then there were some delays while Khachanov was serving. So Ben twice said, "You know what? Take a first serve." Gave him a first serve when he didn't have to. So that was good sportsmanship by Ben. And it was a high quality match because Khachanov was playing amazingly. Ben was playing amazingly, and Ben got it too. I thought Ben might feel the pressure of, I think him feeling like he wants to compete for the biggest titles. And if you lose to a guy like Khachanov, who's definitely kind of on the backside of his career now, I think Ben would be feeling more pressure in that moment than Khachanov, who has already won a Masters 1000, by the way. But Ben reeled it in, got the first point in the tiebreaker on the Khachanov serve, and never really looked back. So that was a clutch tiebreaker from him. Huge return to get to, I believe, match point. Absolutely crazy, and he gets the win. So that's a huge one for Ben Shelton. He's going to have the American fans, including JP, really believing that he can win the U.S. Open. But if we're honest, it was a depleted field in Toronto. But we've always had chaotic winners in the last while in Canada on the men's side. So this is a great stepping stone for Ben. This is his biggest title. It's a Masters 1000. You got to get to that to take the next step. And I thought he looked great. A lot of people that we talked to in Toronto felt like he could win, and the conditions definitely favored his game style, and he played really well in them. He was actually able to control the ball a lot better than some of the players managed to. On his backhand, he was playing rallies. He was serving big, but he was playing, I thought, mature tennis overall. And yeah, gets the biggest win of his career. So Ben Shelton wins in Toronto. Huge for him. Big for American tennis. we'll see him in the U.S. Open. And we'll see in Cincinnati. I can't wait for that tournament to start. Well, it kind of already has. Overlapping Thursday final in Canada's weird. 12-day events, still weird. But what is also weird is Victoria Mboko just won Montreal, but it's just amazing because how can you not love her? Just absolutely crazy. Star is born in Montreal. Go read the latest article on the slicetennis.com by Jacob Pacheco, who broke that down and gave some more backstory to Victoria Mboko. And join us at Canada House in New York City on August 23rd. Tickets below. The official U.S. Open party of Canadian tennis and the official party of Victoria Mboko's win in Montreal. We'll see you in New York. Thanks for being here. Thanks for subscribing. We'll see you next time on the channel.